Please be seated. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you, graduates of the class of 1999, your family, your friends, our beloved faculty, staff, administration, to this commencement ceremony, one which is graced today by more or less good weather and a promise of greater sunshine, I'm sure, a little later. To begin today's ceremony, I would like to introduce to you the members of our platform party. On my right, immediately to my right, is our provost, Dr. Clark Hendley. Next is the prioress of the Order of the Sisters of St. Benedict, Sister Ephraim. Next to Sister Ephraim is Margaret Winter, a St. Ben's alumna of the class of 1992. And to her right is the director of our campus ministry, Sister Mary Catherine Hollicky. On my left, on our platform party today, first is our today's commencement speaker, the Most Reverend John F. Kinney, Bishop of St. Cloud. Next to Bishop Kinney is the chair of our Board of Trustees, Ann Ford Nelson. And next to Ann is the Dean of the College, Dr. Rita Knazel. I know you will enjoy the ceremony today, particularly because you, like me, share a great pride in our young women who are graduating. We will now have an invocation led by Sister Mary Catherine.
They say that rain is a sign of God's blessing, and so we know God blessed us before we came in these doors. Let us find in ourselves a place of quiet that welcomes the Holy One in our midst. God of wonder, on this day of commencement, we gather in your name, our hearts bursting with a myriad of emotions. A tear holds the paradox of profound joy and a quiet pensiveness as we celebrate our achievements and know that our feet will soon take us into the world in many and varied directions. We have come to the College of St. Benedict, committed to our academic pursuit, only to be surprised by the ways in which you, O God, have drawn us into wisdom. Our eyes have seen the faces of the poor, the homeless, the sick, the aged, the children, and we now see you more clearly. Our ears have heard stories of a dream held by pioneer women, women of vision, our Benedictine sisters, and we claim our voice to speak new dreams, renewed hope for the world. Our hearts have felt the pain and confusion when death caught us by surprise, and we commit ourselves to be intentional about life. Our hands have been clenched as we entered this new place, uncertain about so much, and we have learned to welcome the gift of trust. Releasing our grip, we embraced friendship. Our feet have stumbled along the path of our journey, and yet we walk in mindfulness, attentive to the way before us, your way. You, O God, have been with us in the past. We are confident that you are present to us here and now, and will continue to draw us to yourself. May our hearts be ever-changing, ever in growth, as we seek to respond fully to your gift of life. May we welcome the tears that hold the paradox, finding blessing in their tender honesty. Hold us in our desire for your life in us, so that in all things, all ways of being, you, God, may be glorified. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Mary Catherine. In another time, perhaps, if we weren't at a Catholic institution, she might end with, "And may the force be with you," but not today. I have the privilege and the honor of introducing our commencement speaker. And I have to tell you that when I graduated from St. Ben's in 1973, my class was about half your size, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to see that almost double today. Congratulations. I am introducing the Reverend John F. Kinney, the Bishop in St. Cloud. And for those of you that graduated from the Twin Cities, he is a graduate of De La Salle High School. He was ordained and attended undergraduate studies at St. Paul's Seminary, and then did graduate study in Rome, Italy. He has done much parish work in the Twin Cities and was ordained and appointed Bishop of St. Cloud in 1995. As you may suspect, he serves on many very important committees that do work for marriage and family, welfare, emergency relief, and other important issues that face the Catholic Church today. He is an important man in the Catholic Church and a friend of the College of St. Benedict. Please join me in welcoming Bishop Kinney.
Thank you very much, Anne. And thank you all. I have to confess that I look forward to commencements every year for a selfish reason. This is the one ceremony where I'm not the only one wearing the strange hat. I want to say a word of congratulations to all of the parents and all of the families who are gathered here today for the encouragement, for the dedication, and for the sacrifice that you have made for these graduates. I would want to salute and express my own personal gratitude to Dr. Lyons and the administration and staff and faculty of the College of St. Benedict, to Sister Ephraim and the community of Benedictine sisters, and to the graduates, to you who are commencing or beginning a new page in your lives this afternoon. I was tempted to quote Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, and you have feet in your shoes. Long after a musical production has been performed for the last time on Broadway, or its title has been removed from the marquee at a local theater, its good and memorable songs live on, as if they take on a life of their own. Among the many memorable tunes that have become a part of our public repertoire of music is the song, "Do You Love Me?" from Fiddler on the Roof. It was sung by Tevye to his wife of 25 years. And the song gave voice to the poor milkman's desire to be reassured of the love of his partner in life. In answer to his question, "Do you love me?" the direct but loyal Golda spewed forth a litany of all the daily chores that she had been performing throughout their marriage, indicating that her record should speak for itself. Nevertheless, Tevye, who had seen and benefited from her works of love, also wanted to hear the words. In the end, Golda grudgingly, but not without tenderness, relented and responded to his plea. "But Golda, do you love me?" And she said, matter-of-factly, "I suppose I do." Pleased and proud, Tevye matched her declaration with an equally matter-of-fact, "Golda, I suppose I love you too." In a recent Sunday gospel, Christ is portrayed as engaging his disciples in a very similar conversation. He did not ask the question, "Do you love me?" He asked that later on after the resurrection. But he challenged his followers, "If you love me, if you love me." Having issued that challenge, Jesus then explained the how and the what behind the if. If a disciple loves Christ and professes that love with words, those words also have to be translated into and supported by the directives and the example that Christ has given. To put it another way, words of love must be realized in works of love. What were the works of love that the disciples of Christ were to obey and put into their lives? A quick scan of the gospel suggests several of them. To love one another as Jesus loved his own. To lead through service. To serve others selflessly, even to the point of washing their feet. To become like little children. To call upon God as the giver of all that is good. To cherish everyone as brothers and sisters and children of the same parent God. To feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to shelter the homeless, to heal the sick, to visit the imprisoned. To welcome the stranger, to care for widows and orphans and refugees and immigrants and outcasts. To offer hospitality to those who survive in the streets and roads of life and who have no other means to reciprocate the kindness. To forgive as we have been forgiven. And to daily embrace the cross, which is the cost behind the if of discipleship. Do the authors of the scriptures suggest that obedience or works of love is a preconditioning for welcoming the presence of God? It would seem so. If you love me and obey the commands I give, the Father will give you another paraclete to be with you always. And I will come back to you, you and me, and I and you. By the power and grace of the Holy Spirit, the challenges of Christ can be met, and words of love come alive in works of love. To love as Christ loves calls us to serve anyone who needs, without questioning, without judging, without waiting for a reward. Our Catholic Church has always taught that we have a special obligation to those who are poor, to those in our community and around the world who are most in need. Pope John Paul II often reminds us that this obligation calls for more than charity. He challenges us to do more, to go beyond charity, to examine who are the poor and why they are poor. And the Pope challenges us to change whatever it is that causes or tolerates poverty in our own country and in our world. Dear graduates, during your years at the College of St. Benedict, where you have received and are receiving a liberal arts degree with preparation to serve in whatever is your major field, you have had some very special opportunities to experience community as a learning community, a serving community, a playing community, and a praying community. Many of you have had experiences during break times to visit other areas, either of our state or our country or our world, to serve the poor and needy. You returned home from those experiences changed, aware that you have received so much more than you gave. You returned with a renewed sense of gratitude for all that you had taken for granted in your own lives. Your perspective, the kind of position you seek, the goals that you have, your vision for the future, and yes, even your own prayer life will never be the same again. Every human being is created by God, redeemed by Christ, and called to communion. Every person has a sacred dignity, a special place within God's creation. Each of us is so loved by God that the only possible response is to love God in return. You have very special reasons for becoming active in social service and social justice. You are part and members of the church, especially concerned about building a better world, a world that more closely reflects love and mercy and justice. The challenges are enormous, but the opportunities for service are many. If you love me. We have great expectations. You have great expectations today. Let us remember the words of Christ. As long as you did it to one of these, the least of my sisters and brothers, you did it to me. It's no accident that as you receive your degree today, the Feast of Pentecost is upon us. No longer self-centered or fearful. Now is the time to allow the Spirit to shatter all the barriers and to lead us wherever God wills. Thank you.
Thank you, Bishop Kinney, for not only inspiring words, but for words that embody our deepest aspirations. And we know that your words are met by example, and it is for that reason that it is my privilege now to read you the citation that will accompany the presentation of the President's Medal, the college's highest honor, given to someone who has distinguished himself or herself nationally or regionally, both, by service, by scholarship, by those qualities that are embodied in the mission of the College of St. Benedict. I will now read the citation. Whereas John F. Kinney has served the people of God for 36 years as presbyter and 22 years as bishop, most recently as pastor of the St. Cloud Diocese, and whereas Bishop Kinney, in his capacity as pastoral leader, advocated for those suffering from extreme poverty and injustice through his 6 years as Director of Catholic Relief Services, and during his tenure built bridges between the first and third worlds through his personal witness among the people of Madagascar, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Angola, Pakistan, and Ethiopia, and served as that agency's first chairperson of the Overseas Operations Committee because of his promotion of justice, his intelligence, and his commitment to peace building. And whereas Bishop Kinney, in his capacity as pastoral teacher, has contributed to raising the awareness and commitment of the local church to the suffering of the poor, the sick, and the disenfranchised of central Minnesota through his pastoral letter on social concerns, As I Have Done for You, and through that document challenged the college communities of his diocese to realize more concretely their commitment to service, the College of St. Benedict awards to the Most Reverend John F. Kinney the President's Medal this day, 22 May 1999.
Thank you very much. I treasure this deeply.
I am now honored to introduce today's student speaker, Sally Koering. Sally is from Apple Valley, Minnesota, a double major, theater and English. She has been very active in the theater department productions of King Lear, Duck and Lovers, The Visit, The Seagull, and most recently, Arcadia. Sally has recently recorded for Minnesota Public Radio a short story by Josip Nokovovich with a group performance of literature class, and in partnership with the English department and Grey Wolf Press as well. Sally spent last spring semester in London and this past January term in Dublin, Ireland, working with the Gaiety School of Acting. She is now in the process of applying to various theater companies around the country. If there are any agents in the audience, I'm sure she'd be glad to see you afterwards. And will be happy to continue her auditions this summer. I'm sure you will enjoy hearing Sally. Please help me welcome her to the podium.
Thank you. In our first week here at St. Ben's, when I was called a woman, I turned around to see who they were talking to. To my surprise, it was me. Despite obvious definitions of woman, the task is more difficult than it seems. I may have just graduated from high school, which, in my eyes, practically made me eligible for a presidential election. A surprisingly prophetic thought in light of Jesse Ventura's election. In the past 4 years, we have learned what it means to be a woman. Suffice it to say, I no longer turn to look behind me when someone says the word. I actually expect the term. To the faculty and administration here at St. Ben's, and of course, to our classmates and friends who have helped us to find the word for ourselves, woman is intelligent, generous, adventurous, supportive. Woman is strong. And woman is who we are when we can define ourselves as one whole part of a greater whole, living the integrity that we've learned here at St. Ben's. Integrity has come to mean to me not only refusing to drink Busch Light in favor of Liney's Red at the Midi, but to live out what has become important to me in my discovery of who I am in these last 4 years. I know we have grown to be a diverse group of women. After all, some people actually like Busch Light. But one strong thread remains with all of us. We have each contributed greatly to how we understand each other as women, and even more importantly, how we understand each other as a part of a greater whole. From day one of orientation, which I know we all remember well, 90-degree weather, a lot like it feels in here, desperate schedules, and the hunger banquet to boot, we learned that womanhood is a part of the greater whole of a classroom, of an apartment, of a relationship, of a department, of a community of friends, and of the global world. We have learned that each individual and her gifts, her brain, her presence, in essence, her womanhood, is what creates the greater whole of this campus life at St. Ben's. But most importantly, and most lasting, we have learned to be acutely aware of our humanity. We have learned in so many ways who we are, what we want, what we need, what drives our life, and what will continue to drive our lives in the future. We have begun to understand ourselves and our world as a place where our individual gifts and ideas are imperative to everyone's understanding of the world, everyone's understanding of the whole. I, like many of us here, began college with less self-knowledge and less community. In high school, we were so often limited to the selves we held in front of us, the selves that kept us separate from the other. We were the brain, the artist, the athlete. We defined ourselves not only by what we were, but what seemed to be more important was what we were not. Our differences defined who we were. We discovered selves in solitude from others instead of taking full use of the people power, the gathering of great diversity, to make memories, expand our world, and to create a great whole. As we have seen daily in Kosovo, and most recently in Colorado and Atlanta, and all the difficult parts of our history, being defined, defining others, and defining ourselves as the other has been at the least painful, at the most tragic and deadly. Very often, we have afforded ourselves the arrogance to not understand each other, to defy our self-potential as thinkers and doers of important deeds, as an imperative part of the whole of social justice, as those who live as a full people towards a whole of humanity with integrity, that integrity which we have begun to live and learn here, and which we must continue to live as we leave today. Because each of us, in every moment of connectedness and knowledge, changes our community and its conditions. We know firsthand how each woman here has impacted our perception of the world, our quality of life, our intellectual rigor, and our need for community, not to mention our social lives. As friends left to experience the world and study abroad, or to intern professionally for semesters, we felt their absence. Summers seemed to last forever when we couldn't walk down the hall to see a friend, or when we had to call more than 4 digits to keep in touch. When our friends, Kelly Cox and Jody Cleve, died, we indeed felt their absence. We still do. The great power of this school is inherent not only in its insistence that we are each incredible women with incredible things to offer the world upon our leaving, but that we must remember and live out the great ideas we've grappled with, the issues that have become a part of our daily lives, and that which we must take outside the bounds of academia. We are privileged to have experienced the collaboration of brains and resources that have been at our disposal these last 4 years. Never again will we have the opportunity to think about the world with this much wealth of support, of academic rigor, and this much dedication to our own growth as intellectuals and as women. As we leave here today, we can be assured that St. Ben's will never quite be the same because of our presence. We have written and spoken our thoughts in classrooms and in papers. We have voiced and acted on issues. We have embraced friendships and relationships. We have taken advantage of each moment together. And we have grown to love each other in our unique and brief experience here. In short, we have lived with integrity in the true spirit of St. Ben's. We must remember the issues that have become our own over this time. We must make our part of the whole here a part of the whole of the world we are about to join. The world outside of St. Ben's is awaiting our dedication, our intellectual ideas, our values, and our justice. We have begun to understand ourselves and each other as a part of a greater whole, a greater world, not just a part of our great campus. We spent our time here learning about the real world, and now it's time to join it. We have the brains, the ambition, and the energy. Now it's time to put the understanding we have of each other and the world to work, and live the integrity of the human experience, to continue to struggle to understand the need of the world and our part in relieving it. What we do from here will reflect greatly on our time at St. Ben's, wherever we are, in a classroom, a boardroom, as a part of a volunteer program, how we live integrity, how we spend our well-earned money, how we treat the people in our lives. how we live out the ideologies that we have chosen to embrace. Our choices and our actions are, in so many ways, who we are, and who we are is what we've learned. I hope we can carry with us all we've learned and all we've experienced to continue to be incredible women doing incredible things upon our leaving. In 10 years, in the future, our part of the greater whole will tell great things of our time here.
Well, with those incredible words from an incredible woman, we are now ready to move to the next incredible event, and that is the conferral of degrees. It is my privilege to introduce now Dr. Clark Hendley, Provost for Academic Affairs.
Today's program lists 450 candidates for the baccalaureate degree. The College of St. Benedict is happy to recognize these degree candidates. It is understood that the appropriate degrees are earned by the candidates who successfully complete all requirements for that degree by the end of the scholastic year. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise? Dr. Mary Lyons, President of the College of St. Benedict, these students are now presented to you for conferral of the appropriate degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon those candidates whose name appear in the commencement program the appropriate Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees indicated, with all the attendant rights and privileges of which the degrees to be given to them shall be forever the testimony. Now I ask Dr. Rita Knazel, Dean of the College, to read the names of our candidates for the degrees.
May I ask the audience to please withhold your applause until all candidates have received their degrees. Thank you. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with honors: Mary Kathleen Anderson, summa cum laude, Natural Science, Solway. Sarah Maureen Athman, magna cum laude, Biology, Sauk Rapids. Amy K. Aubin, magna cum laude, Psychology, Apple Valley. Amanda Frances Bauer, cum laude, Music, Benson. Carrie Ruth Bauer, cum laude, Music, Benson. Angela Marie Bichetti, magna cum laude, Accounting, Fridley. Catherine Michaelia Bell, magna cum laude, Dietetics, Duluth. Lonnie Andrea Berg, cum laude, Biology, Kimball. Jamie Nicole Bowl, magna cum laude, Elementary Education, Maple Plain. Heather Ann Butkowski, magna cum laude, all college honors, distinction in history, Freeport. Allison Joy Cavanna, magna cum laude, communications, St. Cloud. Jennifer Diane Sarek, magna cum laude, computer science, Great Falls, Montana. Tony Renee Christensen, summa cum laude, Political Science, Duluth. Krista Renee Cleary, summa cum laude, Elementary Education, Brooklyn Park. Heather Marie Davis, cum laude, Communication, White Bear Lake. Megan Marie Davis, magna cum laude, Liberal Studies, Washburn, Wisconsin. Sarah Marie Degnan, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, Elementary Education, Monroe, Wisconsin. Nicole Leanne Dold, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, Management, Richmond. Virginia Rose Dushner, magna cum laude, Psychology, Piers. Jody Mary Elfering, magna cum laude, Biology, Freeport. Jennifer Jill Elston, cum laude, Psychology, Omaha, Nebraska. Carla Therese Frederick, cum laude, Computer Science, Foley. Rebecca D. Frenshu, cum laude, Theater, Two Harbors. Corey Joe Goraki, cum laude, Psychology, Prior Lake. Kelly Marie Grinsteiner, cum laude, Communication, Inver Grove Heights. Connie Lynn Kramers Gross, magna cum laude, Natural Science, St. Joseph. Erin Maureen Hawkins, magna cum laude, Spanish, St. Cloud. Rebecca Lynn Heidke, cum laude, Accounting and Economics, Neenah, Wisconsin. Amy Christine Hertel, magna cum laude, Political Science, Hastings. Rachel Ann Hillman, cum laude, Economics, Duluth. Deborah Ann Haben, cum laude, Communication in Spanish, Crystal. Amy Lynn Holmer, summa cum laude, Music, Mankato. Angela Marie Huffman, cum laude, Social Science, Sleepy Eye. Heather Marie Holland, cum laude, Political Science, Foston. Julie A. Hoyle, magna cum laude, Art, Nassau, Bahamas. Patricia Lynn Hunt, magna cum laude, Spanish, Cavalier, North Dakota. Michelle Marie Huss, magna cum laude, Social Science, Apple Valley. Karen Mary Jakubowski, summa cum laude, Distinction in Computer Science, Egan. Barbara Leanne Cass, egregia cum laude, Accounting, Lakeville. Kathleen Elizabeth Kane, summa cum laude, Music, Hopkins. Elizabeth Joyce Ann Keifenheim, cum laude, Natural Science, Elk River. Shannon Marie Klecker, cum laude, English, St. Joseph. Chrisanne Carol Kleibacher, magna cum laude, English, Madison, South Dakota. Catherine Ann Klennert, summa cum laude, Mathematics, Swatara. Anne Marie Knapp, cum laude, All College Honors, Distinction in Psychology, St. Cloud. Sally Suzanne Koering, magna cum laude, English and Theater, Apple Valley. Marissa Elizabeth Colas, magna cum laude, English, Buffalo. Amelia Louise Kunz, cum laude, Management, South St. Paul. Heather Anna Laird, magna cum laude, Political Science, Chester, Montana. Krista Elizabeth Lane, cum laude, French, Excelsior. Michelle Lee Macy, cum laude, Biology and Spanish, Lake Elmo. Laura Ann Marty, summa cum laude, Dietetics, New Ulm. Justine Leah Martin, cum laude, Art History, Evansville. Rebecca Lee Matlock, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, All College Honors, Distinction in Psychology, Piers. Kathleen Mary Mayer, magna cum laude, Mathematics and Computer Science, Sauk Center. Sarah Christine McElmurray, summa cum laude, Liberal Studies, Lake City. Moriah Suzanne McGovern, cum laude, Biology, Northfield. Maggie May Miller, magna cum laude, all college honors, distinction in English, Lakeland. Mary Elizabeth Mohana, magna cum laude, liberal studies, Omaha, Nebraska. Carol Denise Morris, magna cum laude, communication, Malacca. Amanda Catherine Moss, cum laude, elementary education, Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin. Kelly Alyssa Nash, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, political science, New Prague. Nicole Marie Ullman, cum laude, biology, St. Joseph. Marnie Colleen O'Neill, cum laude, chemistry, Pipestone. Molly Joanne Orth, magna cum laude, accounting, Olivia. Catherine Elizabeth Peterson, cum laude, English and Theater, Richfield. Jody Rayanne Peterson, summa cum laude, English, Lindstrom. Tara Lynn Pilcher, magna cum laude, English, Proctor. Sarah Ann Rademacher, summa cum laude, all college honors, distinction in psychology, Afton. Amanda Lynn Ray, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, distinction in biology, New Ulm. Maria Margaret Rangel, cum laude, psychology, Ham Lake. Jennifer Susan Rausch, magna cum laude, English, Bismarck, North Dakota. Shirley Sarah Richardson, egregia cum laude, all college honors, distinction in English, St. Cloud. Maria Lee Rickey, cum laude, peace studies, Ames, Iowa. Amy Josephine Ross, magna cum laude, biology, Vadnais Heights. Robin K. Rushmeyer, magna cum laude, music, Plato. Jessica Joelle Sandin, cum laude, natural science, Barney, North Dakota. Sherelle Lavinia Saunders, magna cum laude, accounting, Nassau, Bahamas. Lisa Marie Schmid, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, political science, Chaska. Stephanie Jane Shea, cum laude, sociology, Cottage Grove. Jocelyn Lee Sheridan, cum laude, elementary education, Cannon Falls. Jennifer Ann Smith, magna cum laude, biology, Big Lake. Judy Lynn Stempf Pearson, cum laude, social work, Malacca. Susan Marie Stepanek, magna cum laude, political science, St. Paul. Jessica Lynn Stewart, magna cum laude, social science, Maple Plain. Heidi Marie Stieber, cum laude, theology, New Ulm. Ashley Jo Thornton, magna cum laude, psychology, Shakopee. Tara Lynn Tullefson, magna cum laude, all college honors, distinction in sociology, Watertown, South Dakota. Teresa Marie Vasterling, cum laude, mathematics, Cottage Grove. Gina Louise Viramontes, magna cum laude, biology, Chanhassen. Constance Marie Weingartz, magna cum laude, music, Maplewood. Michelle Ann Williams, magna cum laude, elementary education, Winstead. Melissa Renee Winters, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, elementary education, Foley. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors. Laura Jean Abels, cum laude, nursing, New Ulm. Amy Rose Arndt, cum laude, nursing, Richmond. Stacy Marie Jorgensen, cum laude, nursing, Aberdeen, South Dakota. Stacy Ann Lakin, summa cum laude, Delta Epsilon Sigma, nursing, Swanville. Sarah Faye McElroy, cum laude, nursing, Fort Meade, Florida. Shannon Irene Spidell, cum laude, nursing, Fargo, North Dakota. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Carrie Ann Abfalter-Worm, social work, Foley. Jennifer Lynn Abrahamson, communication, Alexandria. Rebecca Jo Allard, biology, St. Louis Park. Alyssa Marie Anderson, social work, Apple Valley. Anna Elizabeth Anderson, English, Duluth. Amy Maxine Antoine, sociology, Bancroft, Iowa. Natalie Jean Atherton, biology, Rochester. Alicia Nicole Bangson, sociology, Brooklyn Park. Kristen Mary Bankers, biology, Cottage Grove. Jessica Ann Barkley, liberal studies, Plymouth. Heidi Haichun Barklow, elementary education, West St. Paul. Jennifer Helen Berry, management, Mankato. Harriet Maria Bastian, management, Nassau, Bahamas. Nicole Marie Baumbach, communication, Ramsey. Nancy Rose Beckerman, psychology, Melrose. Allison Ann Barron, natural science, Waite Park. Anne Mary Beisel, elementary education, Jordan. Leah Marie Bellinger, management, St. Cloud. Andrea Zoe Berg, natural science, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Paula Ann Bergerson, art and communication, Vadnais Heights. Bridget Kathleen Berglund, communication, Andover. Rebecca Ann Bergman, computer science, Gray Eagle. Anne Marie Beresford, Spanish, Duluth. Margaret Eleanor Blanchard, communication, Deep Haven. Karina Hisela Bliss, French, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Jennifer Lorraine Block, English, Albany. Christy Marie Blonigan, elementary education, Freeport. Megan Ann Bloom, social work, Hayes, Kansas. Catherine Marie Boland, communication, Roseville. Angela Joy Branch, sociology, Maple Grove. Carol Ann Brannon, management, Nassau, Bahamas. Carrie Jo Brinkman, mathematics, Avon. Allison Marie Brooks, accounting, Maple Grove. Jean Elizabeth Brown, management, Nassau, Bahamas. Lindsay Mae Bullis, elementary education and Spanish, Camfield, Ohio. Allison Yvonne Burgoyne, biology, Sauk Rapids. Christina Louise Birch, English, Burnsville. Courtney Michelle Cahill, elementary education, Plymouth. Jennifer Lynn Carling, elementary education, Princeton. Sarah Beth Carlson, psychology, Eden Prairie. Mary Catherine Carroll, psychology, Sioux City, Iowa. Andrea Nicole Casey, management, Coon Rapids. Amy Elizabeth Caskey, art, Papillion, Nebraska. Amanda Jean Chandler, sociology, Crystal. Nicole Kurth Christofferson, communication, Wayzata. Jill Sharon Clifford, art, Maple Grove. Angela Marie Kraft, German and natural science, Cushing. Kimberly Ann Crandall, economics, Coon Rapids. January N. Culmer, psychology, Freeport, Bahamas. Stephanie Lynn Dauk, social work, Cleveland. Celeste Renee Davis, Accounting, Princeton. Catherine Eileen Diedericks, Communications, Edina. Kelly Jean Dolan, Art, Cold Spring. Kara Jane Dornfeld, Psychology, Lakeville. Kenra Renee Dorset, Elementary Education, Nassau, Bahamas. Molly Ann Dose, Theology, Lake City. Allison Jo Dritz, Liberal Studies, Porter. Christine Joan Egan, Biology, St. Paul. Renita Renee Eidenschink, Theology, Detroit Lakes. Sarah Grace Elgroth, Music, Sauk Center. Megan Leah Erickson, Elementary Education and Spanish, Bird Island. Shannon Michelle Erickson, Elementary Education, Apple Valley. Joan Therese Gregoria Eustacia, Accounting, Nassau, Bahamas. Kelly Ann Evans, Political Science, Avon. Katie Ann Fahey, Communication, Little Canada. Sarah Marie Fassner, Communication, Mendota Heights. Carrie Lee Feast, Chemistry, Urbandale, Iowa. Nissa Ruth Felling, Economics, Sauk Center. Shannon Melissa Fenice, Psychology, St. Cloud. Angelina Marie Fensky, History, Little Falls. Jennifer Jane Finder, Psychology, New Brighton. Angela Marie Fisher, Communication, St. Joseph. Catherine J. Frederick, English, Foley. Sarah Jean Frericks, Management, Melrose. Brenda Lee Garding, Psychology, Kimball. Catherine Ann Garvey, All College Honors, Distinction in Nutrition, White Bear Lake. Elizabeth Ann Gabeck, Social Work, Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. Elise Noel Gentz, Psychology, Chaska. Michelle Ann Girding, Communication, El Rosa. Katrina K. Glanzer, Management, Sanborn. Christine Michelle Gunderson, Psychology, Virginia. Jennifer Lynn Gustafson, Natural Science, Hutchinson. Lori Beth Hagen, Natural Science, Sacred Heart. Kiyomi Hamada, Sociology, Setama Ken, Japan. Jessica Lynn Hamann, Liberal Studies, River Falls, Wisconsin. Teresa Suzanne Hanisch, Natural Science, Fargo, North Dakota. Margaret Ann Hanna, Social Work, Omaha, Nebraska. Ans Harabi, Biology, Tunis, Tunisia. Catherine Grace Haas, Biology, Wilmer. Amy Beth Haupert, Biology, Wilmer. Amanda Marie Hines, Accounting, St. Paul. Sarah Marie Hines, Natural Science, Shorewood. Kristen Mary Heitzman, Biology, Bloomington. Amy Marie Hellerman, Elementary Education, Melrose. Sandy Ann Hellman, Psychology, Mandan, North Dakota. Heidi A. Hemans, Social Work, Montevideo. Angela Gwen Hirsch, Peace Studies in Sociology, Minneapolis. Erin Denise Hawking, Psychology, Hugo. Tricia Catherine Holmberg, Management, Robbinsdale. Angela Shawn Holland, Psychology, Warren, Illinois. Suzanne Marie Holsinger, Psychology, Sartell. Lisa Marie Hood, Distinction in Biology, Omaha, Nebraska. Molly Elizabeth Hoody, Elementary Education, Omaha, Nebraska. Erin Colleen Houlihan, Liberal Studies, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Alyssa Marie Hausker, Communication, Minnetonka. Tara Lynn Rebecca Lee Hudlow, Biology and Spanish, Minnetonka. Laura K. Hewen, Accounting, Lindstrom. Leah A. Husing, Social Work, Wilmer. Jessica Lee Hilla, English, St. Joseph. Michelle O. Eiffel, Management, Nassau, Bahamas. Jennifer Lynn Jacobson, Dietetics, Lander, Wyoming. Anne Marie Jeanette, Management, Dubuque, Iowa. Stephanie K. Burcham Jarvis, Elementary Education, Piers. Jennifer Wynne Jelinek, Psychology, Monroe, Wisconsin. Jana Hope Jensen, Liberal Studies, Hastings. Carla Jean Johannes, Biology, Cold Spring. Danielle Ray Johnson, Liberal Studies, St. Joseph. Sarah Marie Johnson, Computer Science, Plymouth. Anne Marie Joswack, Communication, South St. Paul. Lisa Marie Youngbauer, All College Honors, Chemistry, White Bear Lake. Emily Larson Youngworth, Biology, Benson. Megan Colleen Junius, Art, West Des Moines, Iowa. Carrie Ann Campa, Mathematics and Computer Science, St. Cloud. Erin Brooke Kane, Management, Rochester. Amy Michelle Carlson, French, Brooklyn Center. Megan Kathleen Keefe, Biology, Fairfax Station, Virginia. Carrie Suzanne Kenley, Theater, Plymouth. Jennifer Joy Keller, Psychology, St. Joseph. Christine Marie Klikatsky, Liberal Studies, Mendota Heights. Kelly Lynn Klecker, Mathematics, Roseville. Sherry K. Klumpke, Mathematics, New Munich. Natasha K. Knudsen, Liberal Studies, Ramsey. Kristen Lynn Cook, Chemistry, Marshall. Natasha Dawn Kescheler, Psychology, Maple Plain. Angela Marie Coltis, Social Work, St. Joseph. Robin Beth Koopminers, Elementary Education, Avon. Kimberly Ann Kortenbusch, Sociology, Albany. Sarah Kathleen Kraling, Biology, Fridley. Jessica Stephanie Kramer, Communication, Hector. Katie Ann Kraut-Kramer, Management, Montgomery. Kristen Noel Kuhlman, Dietetics, Sartell. Maria Cristina Lanave, Liberal Studies, St. Joseph. Lisa Maria Leopold, Communication, Cokato. Kelly Renee Linseth, Management, Eveleth. Katrina Ann Lynn, Management, Parker's Prairie. Kelly Michelle Lord, Elementary Education, Rosemount. Kala Ann Lund, Communication, Dassel. Molly Jo Mahoney, Communication and Psychology, Olivia. Rebecca Corin Malley, Biology, Des Moines, Iowa. Gina Marie Marinucci, Social Work, Hibbing. Bernadette Lee Martins, Communication, Omaha, Nebraska. Rebecca Claire Martin, Communication, Coon Rapids. Stacy Lynn Martius, Biology, Walnut Grove. Elizabeth Ann Mazzoni, Management, Mendota Heights. Melissa Ann McCabe, Accounting, Cleveland. Carolyn Maxine McCartney, Management, Nassau, Bahamas. Leah Rachel McCoy, Political Science, St. Cloud. Laura Jane McElroy, Biology and Management, Bloomington. Angela Janelle McGuigan, Management, Roseville. Katrin Margaret McIlvain, Art and Art History, Idaho Springs, Colorado. Colleen Catherine McLaughlin, Political Science, Anaheim, California. Karen Ann McLean, Liberal Studies, Anoka. Sarah Marie Mechtenberg, Peace Studies, Yankton, South Dakota. Laura Jane Malone, Chemistry, Apple Valley. Charity Don Meyer, Management, Tileman. Michelle Lynn Meyer, Political Science, Canby. Sarah Lynn Meyering, Biology, Bloomington. Kara Lynn Miller, Natural Science, Mound. Sarah Ray Minke, Liberal Studies, Long Prairie. Kristen Ann Moe, Elementary Education, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Grace Ann Moliner, Social Work, Champlin. Charlotte Amalia Moore, Theology, Edina. Lindsay Patricia Moore, Communication, Bloomington. Dana Elizabeth Moran, Biology, ESCO. Shoshota Leah Samaraya Morris, Biology, Nassau, Bahamas. Heidi Jo Mueller, Liberal Studies, Belgrade. Julie Honore Mueller, Liberal Studies, Minneapolis. Kelly Marie Murray, Accounting, Duluth. Veronica Clara Muella, Dietetics, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Sarah Elizabeth Nachreiner, Management, Unalaska, Wisconsin. Michelle Nasser, Communication, Brooklyn Park. Julie Irene Nathy, Communication and German, Melrose. Jennifer Lynn Nygaard, Psychology, Redwood Falls. Sarah Catherine Nelson, Liberal Studies, Litchfield. Alexis Ray Nelson Winter, Theater, Malacca. Elizabeth Mary Nessett, Chemistry, Wilmer. Han Nak Wing, Natural Science, St. Cloud. Kimberly Jean Newton, Elementary Education, Ghent. Jennifer Lee Nyland, Natural Science, Edina. Molly Jean Oberweiser, English and Social Work, Waite Park. Angela Kathleen O'Laughlin, Communication and Psychology, Prior Lake. Barbara Ann Olson, English, Osceola, Wisconsin. Lee Carolyn Olson, Elementary Education, New Brighton. Molly Ann Ullman, Biology and Psychology, St. Stephen. Adrian Francis O'Rood, Peace Studies, St. Paul. Roger Sharon Outen, Accounting, Nassau, Bahamas. Michelle Lynn Pabst, Psychology, Sanborn. Cheryl Marie Palm, Biology, Bertram. Desiree May Paulman, Biology and Economics, St. Paul. Lynn Fricka Tudela Pangelinan, Political Science, Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands. Kelly Renee Papalo, Elementary Education, Roseville. Carolyn Marie Parsons, Communication, Stillwater. Marcia Lynn Parvey, Accounting, Brooklyn Park. Nicole Lee Pauls, Management, Watkins. Sarah Barbara Palatian, Elementary Education, Fridley. Catherine Mary Pellant, Liberal Studies, Hastings. Amanda Faye Peliquin, Management, Rosemount. Joyce Monica Pfluger, Social Work, Avon. Sarah K. Polsky, Elementary Education, Virginia. Elizabeth Ann Polthen, Elementary Education, West St. Paul. Angela Renee Probst, Psychology, Roseville. Maria Danielle Prom, Elementary Education, Jackson. Melissa Joan Prom, French and Management, Plymouth. Angela V. Roming, Accounting, Nassau, Bahamas. Marjorie Deanne Ramsey, Management, Nassau, Bahamas. Molly Rebecca Rathke, English, Duluth. Molly Catherine Renner, Liberal Studies, Oakdale. Christina Marie Rizak, Communication and Peace Studies, Wyndham. Elizabeth Mary Rhodes, Sociology, Burnsville. Kim Marie Robertson, Psychology, Muskego, Wisconsin. Holly Marie Raring, Management, St. Cloud. Shannon M. Rowers, Management, Fargo, North Dakota. Anne Catherine Rohe, Elementary Education, Eden Prairie. Sharon R. Roll, Management, Nassau, Bahamas. Karen Laura K. Ronigan, Natural Science, West Concord. Carol Ann Rickert, Communication, St. Joseph. Lindsay Allison Runge, German, Bismarck, North Dakota. Amy Lee Sager, Communication and Psychology, South St. Paul. Megan Maureen Sauder, Management, Jackson. Phelamis E. Sawyer, Elementary Education, Abaco, Bahamas. Carrie Elizabeth Schmitz, Elementary Education, Sauk Rapids. Christine Marin Schneider, Psychology, Little Falls. Kelly Marie Schonecker, Accounting and Management, Bloomington. Katie Gerline Schumann, Elementary Education, Little Falls. Heidi Jo Schwichtenberg, Liberal Studies, Kimball. Aaron D. Sears, Social Work, Litchfield. Annalise Marie Seifert, Chemistry, Appleton, Wisconsin. Summer Carolyn Surrey, Management, Luverne. Jennifer L. Sexton, Economics, Delano. Sejal Dhanendra Shah, Biology, New Brighton. Nicole Deanna Shea, Biology, White Bear Lake. Shannon Beth Shimota, Social Science, Foley. Jennifer May Siegel, Psychology, Abbotsford, Wisconsin. Jennifer Mary Singsank, Biology, Grand Rapids. Amanda Marie Sinnis, Chemistry and Spanish, Devils Lake, North Dakota. Rianne Lynn Skogstad, Social Work, Bacchus. Julie Ann Skura, Dietetics, Cold Spring. Shannon Diane Slyku, Communication, North St. Paul. Sarah Jo Spitzmuller, Political Science, East Bethel. Abby Marlena Spoo, Psychology, Emerald, Wisconsin. Erica Ann Stanke, Management, Rogers. Michelle Lee Stager, Political Science, New Brighton. Christy Ann Stark, Sociology, Long Lake. Elizabeth Candace Steele, Dietetics and Psychology, Isle. Kelly Denise Stockwell, Psychology, Cologne. Bobby Joel Stutz, Accounting, Little Falls. Heidi Ann Strunk, Biology, Shakopee. Anne Juliette Sumangill, Management, Plymouth. Stacy Dawn Swain, Social Work, Pillager. Rhonda K. Swanson, Natural Science, Fargo, North Dakota. Kimberly Beth Switlick, Chemistry, Wausau, Wisconsin. Angela Louise Taylor, Social Work, Papillion, Nebraska. Catherine Ann Temple, Dietetics, Osakis. Heidi Nicole Tearway, Natural Science, Little Falls. Rowan Aldra Thompson, Elementary Education, NASA, Bahamas. Kathleen Emily Thorson, Chemistry, Bryceland. Mandy Ray Toole, Individualized Major, Princeton. Sarah Marie Toole, French, St. Cloud. Lisa Marie Thurston, Social Work, Golden Valley. Sarah Jean Tiemann, Sociology, Melrose. Mandy Lee Tinklenberg, Dietetics, Malacca. Heather Marie Talofson, Dietetics, Red Wing. Angela Marie Traxler, Social Work, Le Center. Heidi Marie Trutwin, History, Bolus. Carmen Lindelof Tuma, Management, Cambridge. Carrie Ann Turner, Liberal Studies, Tower. Katie Lil Twitt, Biology, St. Joseph. June Joan Van Drale, Mathematics, Melrose. Lindsay Ann Vetter, Dietetics, Owatonna. Jill Margaret Vipont, Liberal Studies, Herman. Elizabeth Mary Vogel, Psychology, Chanhassen. Coral Lee Wallen, Elementary Education, St. Cloud. Harriet Brunhilde Wallace, Elementary Education, NASA, Bahamas. Melissa Diane Walls, Accounting, Avon. Jennifer Elizabeth Ward, Psychology, Anoka. Natalie Ann Weber, Communication, Minnetonka. Nicole Renee Weber, Social Work, White Bear Lake. Amy Jean Weldon, Biology, Glencoe. Jackie Renee Wendlandt, Psychology, Arlington. Jennifer Locke Wetham, English, Seattle, Washington. Rochelle Marie Wibben, Theater, Oakdale. Nicole Lee Weiberg, Social Science, Togo. Danielle K. Widmer, Communication and German, Watertown. Nicole Jean Wiebusch, Biology, Golden Valley. Jacqueline Page Winkles, Economics, Canby. Laura Susan Worth, Music, Wolf Creek, Montana. Mary Martha Kessler Wolf, Social Science, St. Joseph. Nisha Michelle Woods, Elementary Education, Hutchinson. Wei-Ru Wu, Management, Taipei, Taiwan. Kendra Marie Zenner, Accounting, Belgrade. Melissa Ann Zemer, Theater, St. Joseph. Abby Eileen Zierden, Accounting, Hackensack. Jody Lee Zimmerman, Communication, Mora. Melanie Ann Ziskowski, Biology, Lonsdale. Stacy Marie Zoller, Natural Science, Gray Eagle. Stacy Marie Zuhl, Psychology, Alexandria. Candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Music, Jenny Lynn Christensen, Music, Wilmer. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Kimberly Ann Amundson, Nursing, Spring Park. Kristen Beth Anderson, Nursing, Apple Valley. Laurel K. Anderson, Nursing, St. Cloud. Sarah Ann Burkhartsmeyer, Nursing, Faribault. Jolene Marie Dickerman, Nursing, Mankato. Ellen Louise Doherty, Nursing, Orono. Cody Christine Dunshee, Nursing, Bemidji. Sarah Marie Eisenreich, Nursing, Sauk Rapids. Jennifer Lee Eisenzimmer, Nursing, Brooklyn Park. Laura K. Fahey, Nursing, Omaha, Nebraska. Diana Lynn Fieser, Nursing, Sauk Rapids. Melissa Jean Flavin, Nursing, Little Falls. Denise Marie Fleming, Nursing, St. Cloud. Molly Gaylor Glenn, Nursing, Faribault. Jessica Valerie Johnson, Nursing, Burnsville. Trina Marie Jocelyn, Nursing and Spanish, Jordan. Jill Elaine Koenig, Nursing, Rogers. Jennifer Ann Koschel, Nursing, St. Cloud. Heidi Jo Liedens, Nursing, Princeton. Laura Ann Lee, Nursing, St. Joseph. Sarah Ann Liners, Nursing, Brooklyn Park. Cheryl Marion Locke, Nursing, Eden Valley. Angie Jo Marie Loscheider, Nursing, St. Cloud. Allison Joy Matson, Nursing, Eveleth. Tracy Lynn Matz, Nursing, Waseca. Hani Rave McGaw, Nursing, Buffalo. Christine Lynn Milbrandt, Nursing, Wadena. Shannon Marie McLinsky, Nursing, Plymouth. Stacy Janie Peterson, Nursing, Pine River. Janice Ellen Pieper, Nursing, Carver. Emily Lenora Prindle, Nursing, Prior Lake. Colleen Lindbeck Prell, Nursing, St. Cloud. Jamie Ann Ruprecht, Nursing, Cold Spring. Lorianne Schlow, Nursing, St. Cloud. Kathleen L. Schmidt, Nursing, St. Joseph. Melissa Ann Sheehan, nursing, Rochester. Stacy Lynn Sobanya, nursing, St. Cloud. Sarah A. Stanfus, nursing, Danube. Nicole Lynn Supan, nursing, St. Joseph. Melissa Jane Urbasich, nursing, Albany. Amy Elizabeth Venn, nursing, Eveleth. Meredith Marie Wells, nursing, Rice. Jan Marie Witt, nursing, LeSueur. In memory, we cite Kelly Elizabeth Cox, Urbandale, Iowa. In memory, we cite Jody Lynn Cleve, Avon. Please join me in giving our graduates a round of applause.
That's the most important part, but not the last part. Now, just so you know that there is life after the College of St. Benedict, I am very pleased to introduce to you a wonderful alumna, Margaret Winter, from the class of 1992.
Let me be the second to say congratulations to the women of the class of 1999. Just as Sharon D'Agostino did at your senior dinner, I too want to welcome you to the Alumni Association of the College of St. Benedict. Incredible as it may seem, it was 7 years ago tomorrow that I stood on the stage at the Benedicta Arts Center and delivered the commencement address for my classmates, the College of St. Benedict class of 1992. I didn't think I could ever be that nervous again. Okay, but I was wrong. When I was asked to speak to you today, I cannot tell you how thrilled and honored I was. I pulled out my tape of my graduation and watched the entire thing twice. As I sat there watching the video, several things came to mind. First, I had some very big hair when I was in college. 2, I remembered why I had titled my speech, Hello, Goodbye, Hello. And 3, and most important, that the thrill and the excitement of graduation day and the endings and beginnings that it represents never goes away. I was very tempted to reread my speech because hello, goodbye, hello seems even more appropriate now than it did 7 years ago. The first hello represents that first day, moving in day 4, 3, or 2 years ago for all of you. You can remember a car packed with 30 boxes of all the necessities of college, posters, curling irons, makeup, Webster's Dictionary and Thesaurus, notebooks, pens, 5 cases of Diet Pepsi, microwave popcorn, and pictures of friends, family, and maybe a boyfriend or 2. And of course, don't forget the matching comforters that you and your new roommate, and I know you all did, discussed in great detail over the phone that summer. For all of you parents out there, you had my sympathy, especially if your daughter lived on 3rd floor Corona. And that was the start of it all. In the days to follow, you learned the cafeteria schedule, the link schedule, your class schedule, and don't ever forget the day you met your brother Floor at St. John's. Slowly, you unpacked all of your things, and you started to make this home. And it's been home for the last 4 years. You've laughed, you've cried, you've learned, and you've grown. And so now, it's time to say goodbye. And parents, I'm really sorry, but you now have 50 boxes to lug out. But my speech had one more hello, and that's why I'm here today. So hello. Hello to the newest and brightest group of alumni of the College of St. Benedict. Today you join over 14,000 women who have come before you in the last 86 years. This is your new start. This is your new first day. Our alumni represent St. Ben's contribution to the world. We now send you out to make a commitment to yourself, your families, and your communities. I want you to always remember that this was a home for a while, and that home truly is where the heart is. Just as you know you will always have a home with your parents, no matter where you go or what you do, you will always also have a home at St. Ben's. St. Ben's from this point on for you will not only be the tangible buildings and campus we have here in St. Joe, but also the ever-growing network of caring alumni who will make you feel at home no matter where you are in this world. We are here to support you, encourage you in your endeavors, and though sadly you leave us today, I know that the spirit of St. Ben's will always be there for you. It has been an honor to be a part of such a special day. Congratulations and Godspeed to all of you.
Thank you, Margaret. It is my privilege now to introduce the prioress of our sponsoring community, the Sisters of St. Benedict, Sister Ephraim Hollerman, who will lead us in prayer.
On behalf of the Sisters of the Order of St. Benedict who sponsor this monastery, I would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to you, the graduating seniors of 1999. I don't know if you remember 4 years ago your first visit to the monastery. I was new, you were new, and we've survived 4 years. We like, as the Sisters of St. Benedict, to think that we've had a small part in your success because whether you've been aware of it or not, we've been praying you through these 4 years. And we will continue to pray for you as you leave here, but remember that this is your second home. Would you please rise now for the blessing? God of the universe and of all blessing, we are filled with gratitude for the numerous gifts, the countless blessings that come to us from you. On this day and on this occasion, we are grateful for the women who stand before us, having received the reward for their personal and academic achievements here at the College of St. Benedict. They have persevered in their efforts and have readied themselves for their future mission in this world. May they witness, wherever they may be, to the Christian and Benedictine values which characterize this institution of higher learning. Bless them, their families, and all those they love. Bless also all those who have served them and encouraged them during their years here, both at the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. Bless us all, each and every one gathered here today, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
you.